to make an announcement. Shadow the Hedgehog's a bitch-ass motherfucker. He pissed on my fucking wife. That's right. He took his hedgehog fucking quilly dick out and he pissed on my fucking wife and he said his dick was this big. And I said, that's disgusting. So I'm making a call-out post on my twitter.com. Shadow the Hedgehog, you got a small dick. It's the size of this walnut, except way smaller. And guess what? Here's what my dong looks like. He fucked my wife, so guess what? I'm gonna fuck the earth. That's right, this is what you get. Get my super laser piss. Get my super laser piss. I'm not gonna piss on the earth. I'm gonna go higher. Except I'm not gonna piss on the earth. I'm gonna go higher. You get my super laser piss. Get my super laser piss. I'm not gonna piss on the earth. I'm gonna go higher. I'm gonna go higher. I'm gonna go higher. That's right, baby. I'm pissing on the moon. On the moon. How do you like that, Obama? I'm pissing on the moon. On the moon. I pissed on the moon, you idiot. You have all points, no quills, no pillows. Look at that. That looks like 2 balls in a bong. He fucked my wife, so guess what? I'm gonna fuck the earth. That's right. This is what you get. Get my super laser piss. Get my super laser piss. 23 hours before the piss droplets hit the fucking earth. Now get out of my fucking sight before I piss on you too.
I'm alive! I'm alive! Hi, Dogami! Hi! How are you? Woof woof! You dog jump scare. I scared you? I didn't mean to scare you. I meant to do like a little bit of an intro, you know? Hey dogs! Hi! Hello, Dogami! Hi, Dogami! How are you? I just came home from Copenhagen Comics yesterday. Well, I actually came home the day before yesterday, but I took yesterday to do a bit of work I recorded my vlog and I sent it off to the editor so we can actually have like a vlog for our stream that we did. Well, we didn't do it. Oh no, I completely forgot to do a live stream from the convention. I hope you can forgive me, but then again, the connection wasn't super great. But I did do a fully recorded series of 6 YouTube short vlogs. So you're going to be receiving 6, not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, not 5, but 6 YouTube short vlogs that I recorded while I was there. And they're sent off to the editor. And, oh, Aoife, could you remind me to tell the editor that people's faces have to be censored? And you have to put in Honkai Star Rail faces instead of their faces. Their faces have to be censored with the use of Hoyoverse character faces, okay? That's what we gotta do. They have to be censored with the use of Honkai Star Rail pictures. Well, or what they're cosplaying, right? Or what they're cosplaying. It's because, like, this is a new thing, is I'm not going to be showing anyone's face unless I have specific permission. That's a new thing I'm doing, which is because I feel like maybe it's best to not assume that people are just okay with that, you know? Maybe I shouldn't assume that people are just okay with getting posted on the internet. Maybe if I'm gonna do stuff like vlogs, it's best that we make sure that people's faces are censored. Because it's also like, even if you're wearing cosplay, I think we all know that feeling of like someone taking a picture that may not be the most flattering, like from a bad angle, or you just looked a little wrong in the moment, or you had a wrong facial expression and it didn't really look super flattering. And then someone just posted on the internet, or maybe your makeup was a little bit wrong, or you hadn't refreshed your powder for a moment, you know? And I think maybe that's a good idea to like, if someone's cosplaying like, let's say March 7th, right? And their makeup is like a little bit bad and they didn't really notice in that moment. Maybe instead of sending it to my 400,000 subscribers, maybe we put a picture of March on top of your face. That way there's no way it doesn't look good, right? And you can still feel like, oh, I was in this, you know? You can still feel like you were in it, but we don't blast your face to like 100,000 people randomly. So let's do that. Let's make sure that that's done if we're gonna do IRL vlogs. And we're gonna need to do that anyway when we go to Japan, because I mean, no Japanese person ever wants to be posted online. I'm pretty sure it's like, if it's not part of their law, it is definitely part of their culture. Thank you for the 250 bitties.
And
Thank
is going
you.
to Quebec City this summer.
Papa's paid off his new phone and is going to
I love the
Quebec
company
City
during
this
my
summer.
commute to
Welcome
work.
back. Love the company during my commute to work. Thank you, Totoro. Thank you for the 250 bits. Thank you. I think we have a hype train now. Thank you so much, everyone, for the hype train. Anyway, I did miss you a lot. I went on quite an adventure. I can't wait to tell you guys about it. As I mentioned, I recorded like 6 YouTube shorts. And I recorded like a bunch of like little bits of the whole journey. You're gonna see all of my journey from my hometown to Copenhagen, and then it's like split up in different things that happened during Copenhagen Comics. So I think it's gonna be a lot of fun. I think it's gonna be pretty great. But I'm gonna tell you guys about the journey anyway, because you guys are my VOD viewers. You guys are my viewers, right? So it's okay for me to explain these things to you, right? Yeah. So you guys are gonna watch the YouTube shorts anyway. And by the way, there's one thing I noticed. So there were people who approached me during the convention. Who knew who I was. So there was a Vox Akuma and Ike Eveland cosplayer. And they, this was rather funny. They told me that they dressed up like that because I was there. And apparently it's like a thing. Apparently it's a thing that, for people to see me as kind of like the VTuber who ships Vox and Ike, you know? And I find that rather funny. I find it funny that I'm like the vindication for Vox and Ike shippers. Because I know them and I still ship them, and I don't know. I don't know. That's rather funny to me for some reason. I'm the captain of their ship. I see. Oh, that's hilarious. Oh, congrats on 380k. Thank you. We're 380k on YouTube. Let's go. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. I would like to thank my mom. I'd like to thank my grandmom. I'd like to thank my dog army. I'd like to thank my manager. I'd like to thank my company. I'd like to thank Vox Akumkum for massively inflating my YouTube subscriber numbers. Thank you, Vox. Yeah. Hell yeah. Anyway. This is our goal, right? This is our goal. We'll know that I've succeeded as a VTuber in my own right when, and only when, the top 3 most popular clips on my channel are no longer fucking Vox's face. This is what the top 3 clips look like on my channel. Let me show you. I am, after all, the top Vox Akuma clip channel. Here you go. These are the top 3 clips on my channel. And we'll know I've succeeded as a VTuber in my own right when Vox Akuma is no longer the top 3 videos on my channel. I need these 3 videos to be of me. And the only one, the only solo Mary clip that comes even close, actually there's 2 of them. Actually there's a few. These are the 3 clips that come close to beating Vox. If anything's gonna beat Vox Akuma, if anything's gonna be the Vox Akuma YouTube short killer on my channel, it's gonna either be Mary's sad bunny dance, which is just me in a bunny girl outfit, or it's gonna be Mary's grandma joins stream, or Chinese VTubers hit different. These are the ones that are poised to potentially destroy Vox Akuma on my own channel. These are the ones that might end up doing it soon. So we'll see. It's a race to the top. It's kind of like T-Series versus PewDiePie, except it's only on my channel, and it's just me attempting to beat Vox Akuma on my own fucking channel. So in no way is this actually beating Vox. It's more like reclaiming my channel and trying to make it okay. This channel is not a Vox Akuma clip channel. This is in fact a Lucius Merryweather official channel that just happens to have some very popular Vox Akuma clips on it. I am trying to reclaim my own channel from the Demon Man, and we will see what happens. Maybe when my female model is done, or maybe when my mom gets to be a VTuber, we'll see. I claim we will get a female Mary model sweep with clips. Let's see about that. But anyway, let's talk a little bit about YouTube Shorts. By the way, is the music fitting at all? Let me listen. Is it too somber? It's too somber. This is too somber. Let me, there we go. Much better. Turn it down a little bit. How's this? This better? Is this better? Whatever. Right. Okay, let's talk a little bit more. Okay, so speaking of YouTube Shorts, so there were a few people who came to my booth and who came to my panel. One of them were dressed as Ikemari, which was very fun, and they even had the pen dangling. And then there were there were 2 Nijisanji cosplayers. There was an Ike Eveland and a Vox Akuma. There was a person who came with like Nijisanji badges. So these are obviously people who are familiar with me, right? These are obviously people who know who I am. There was one panda dog who came who was studying in Denmark. However, something very, very curious happened, dog. Something very, very interesting happened. And the interesting thing that happened is that there were many younger fans who came to come and chat with me, and they were like, "Oh, I recognize, it's the guy. It's the guy." And like, I think, "Oh, do you watch me on stream? Do you watch me?" And then they go like, oh, I don't watch the streams. I just watch the YouTube shorts. You just come up on my YouTube shorts a lot. And that was the majority of the people who came to my booth and who recognized me or my dog form as a VTuber. They recognized me not from my streams, but from my YouTube shorts. So I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say that I'm far, far, far more popular as a YouTube short creator than I am ever gonna be as a streamer. But you know what? That's fine. You know what? I told them, you know what? I mean, they were kind of apologetic that they didn't watch me, you know? But I told them, you know what? I'm pretty proud of my YouTube shorts. So I'm actually rather happy that you watch me on YouTube shorts. My YouTube shorts tend to do pretty well, and I'm happy for them. I am very proud of my YouTube shorts. So yes, indeed. You saw trifective, yes. I saw you dance in a bunny suit once. Yes. Same happened with Pirate Software. I started getting his YouTube recommendations a week before his channel showed up on Twitch. Yeah, but I feel like those guys tend to be pretty good at converting their YouTube Shorts viewers to like stream viewers, but I don't really feel like I've been able to do that. I think I have two different vibes. People come in and say that me as a person, as a content creator, is very different from me as like a YouTube Shorts person. Me as a streamer is different from my character on YouTube Shorts. Some people even say I sound different, so I don't know. But either way, I'm happy to get popularity at all, so I'm happy. Oh, whoops. Oh. Sorry about that. That was linked to a toggle that I forgot I didn't. Anyway, so I'm gonna tell you guys a little bit about my trip to Copenhagen. One of the funny things was that I kept seeing Mr. Beast everywhere. I kept seeing Mr. Beast everywhere, and it's because he's launching festivals in Denmark. So his soulless eyes, his corporate smile was staring at me at every 7-Eleven. I actually bought one of his festivals. They're all right. They're okay. The packaging is a bit cooler than the actual product, but I thought it was tasty chocolate. It was good chocolate. And he likes Clinic of Horrors. He follows the Clinic of Horrors account, so I like Mr. Beast. His videos are good. I found you from your 3D model debut short, Based Pildrona. Very good. But dogs can't eat chocolate. Yeah, I got sent to the emergency room afterwards. But anyway, I was going to something called Copenhagen Comics, and since I've already got all of the pictures up, I thought to myself, you know what? Why don't I just show you a few pictures from the event as well? So let's do that. So here we've got, this is me taking the train. Very loud. Let me see. I want to show you. Oh. Me arriving at Copenhagen Comics. It's me arriving at Copenhagen Comics. They're turned on their side. I don't know why. This is pretty funny. There was some like droids driving around. Yeah, they're all horizontal. I'm sorry. This is still horizontal. I don't know. But anyway, I arrived at Copenhagen Comics and it was pretty cool. So what is Copenhagen Comics? Well, Copenhagen Comics is a Danish comic festival. That was loud, dog. Yeah, I'm sorry about that. Copenhagen Comics is a Danish comic festival, and well, Danish comic festival, you might wonder, that doesn't sound like super big. Well, I mean, it's the biggest one in Denmark, but Denmark isn't very big. So every year or so they host Copenhagen Comics, and it's like, it's specifically comics. It's not Comic-Con. There are no corporate booths that sell Star Wars merch. There are no, you know, there's no video game places. It's specifically comics. It's not like Comic-Con where it's just generally nerd culture. It's very specifically comics. And they have the Danish Donaldist Society, which are like Donald Duck, like hardcore Donald Duck fans. And they have like the different Danish publishers that publish comics all have the booths. There's like Cobalt Publishing, which has Asterisk and Obelix and Tintin comics and stuff. Then there's Pharaoh's Cigars, which is that store is named after an old it's named after an old Tintin story, and it's a store that sells a lot of different stuff like anime merch and stuff. And they sell manga, and they have a lot of the Danish rights to manga like Boku no Hero Academia and stuff. And then there's Fantask, which is a Copenhagen comic store that, it keeps going bankrupt, and then it keeps being saved by, the hardcore fans of the store. The lady who owns it has a lot of goodwill, and it's like a mom and pop shop. So every time it's about to go bankrupt, people come in and crowdfund it so it can stay alive. So that store has like vastly outlived what otherwise would have happened. But yeah, it's mostly older men, I would say. There's like two kinds of people who go to Copenhagen Comics. More like three kinds of people who go to Copenhagen Comics. So the first kind are like the traditional Danish comic people. Those would usually be older men who got into comics back in the day when the American comics originally came in. A lot of them are in their 50s, 60s, 70s, right? Like old comic people who have lived and breathed this hobby ever since Marvel and DC Comics came to Denmark, like way back in the 50s and stuff. And then, and as part of those traditional comic people, we have people who kind of like, they grew up with traditional comics and even more modern Danish comics, and the European style of comic. They often have kind of artsy fartsy styles. They're often illustrated in this kind of artistic children's book style. And yeah, let me show you a few of the covers. Like there was. Let me show you one of them. So there's stuff like this, right? Like this one won the best Danish comic, I think it was, and this one is Robin Gets a Job, which is it's a copyright infringement to dubious work, which may or may not infringe on Batman's copyright, but they never call him Batman, so I think that's how they get around it. But like these are the kind of comics that you'll often see. Then we have the more traditional comics like superhero comics and stuff, and yeah, so they it's a pretty cozy kind of thing. So that's the first kind of people. It's the people who follow the traditional comic formula, people who have been into it a long time, people who have family, people who like people who are in that community and have been it for a long time. Maybe their dad was like part of the first comic waves. Then the second type are more like what you and I would probably recognize. It's cosplayers, it's artist alley people who draw Genshin Impact or Honkai Star Rail characters, It's young people who have a webtoon that they're usually selling like a print version of. There's some of those, not a lot. I counted maybe 6 or 7 of those kind of booths. And then a lot of cosplayers. A lot of the people in cosplay are also of the younger types. They would cosplay Honkai Star Rail characters a lot. They would. There wasn't a lot of VTuber cosplayers, but there was definitely a lot of just cosplayers in general, like people who would go to an anime convention, but instead there was no anime convention that weekend, so they instead take the opportunity to go and cosplay and meet up people at this thing that is vaguely comic related. And there's a little bit of stuff for them, There's some of the stores that do sell some manga and anime figures at the place, and there's some artist alleys that do sell, Genshin Impact, Honkai Star Rail stuff. I didn't see anyone selling VTuber merch except me. I had 2 VTuber prints, which was both of me. Other than that, I didn't see much. And then there's the third kind, which are usually, parents who bring their kids, people, average people who come and check out the convention because it's an event that's occurring that weekend. So I recognized a few faces that I remembered from like early days. There was my friend who was called Son Michael, who was like a YouTuber, and he showed up just to see me, which was pretty sweet of him. He showed up just to say hi to me. And Lucius was there. Lucius is the letterer of Clinic of Horrors. She is also a she is also a comic creator. She's a pretty cool comic creator. I'm rather good friends with her now. And she does a webtoon which is called, let me make sure I get the name right. The Cloud That Became Rain, which is a boys love webtoon. And Lucius is pretty cool, and I like Lucius. So yeah. So me and Lucius went and attended this convention together. She had kind of like been the person to kind of push for me to get invited there. And it was rather nice. It was pretty cool getting to kind of... Oh, that's loud. This is very high tempo. Hold on. Can I switch to something a bit more chill? What can we do? Yeah, why not? This one's good. This one's like the classic vlog music talking. Okay, so I was supposed to hold a speech to talk about webtoon. Hey, Cloffer. To talk about webtoon. I was supposed to hold a speech. Hi. Hello, Selin. I was supposed to hold a speech where I was talking about webtoon, but Lucius had her speech right before mine, so Lucius said, why don't you come up on why don't you come up on stage while I'm talking and we can talk a little bit together. So me and Lucius start talking, and we just discuss some things and talk a little bit about webtoon, about the work process, about the environment, about what it's like to work as a webtoon creator, online publishing, all of those things. So we talk a little bit together, and then Lucius time goes out, and then there's like a 5-minute break before I gotta go on stage. So we go down, and then a guy approaches us. And at first, I think it was like an old man. He approaches us. And at first I thought he was like an older comic fan interested in knowing more about webtoon. But then he started talking, and you know what he said? He said,
at this point, you might as well be speaking English.
And I'm like, what do you... Sorry? What? Sorry? And then he said,
well, you're using so many English words when you're speaking.
And I'm like, okay. And then
yes, I wrote down some examples.
And then he like opens up his notebook, right? And then he starts reading out every moment where we used an English word instead of a Danish one throughout the entire speech. And there were some interesting ones. There was like Danishified English words. There were moments where we mixed Danish and English together. That's because Lucius and I work as webtoon creators, right? Like I'm the owner of an English-speaking company. We don't speak Danish in my company, and we don't speak Danish on webtoon. So thank you for the 5 months, Little May. Thank you. A lot of the industry terms that we know are English. But the man was like, we were like laughing about it, right? Martini, where were you? I thought you were gonna come see me. Where were you? So he was like,
don't you think that you're destroying the tradition of our language? Don't you think that you're destroying our language?
And he was like,
you're ruining the tradition.
I couldn't help but laugh. We just myself and Lucius, we just started laughing so loudly. I mean, we weren't laughing at him, right? oh, thank you for the 20 months. Let's make more memories in the future. Love you too, Yuna. Thank you so much for 20 months. Thank you. Incox in chat for Yuna. Thank you. So we weren't laughing at him. We were just laughing at the situation because he was like, he was all red in the face. He was so frustrated with us. He was so upset that that we didn't, you know. He was so upset that we didn't, you know. Like, I think it's a guy who's always had this issue with the younger generations with how many English words they use instead of Danish. But I think it's just because, like, he started presenting us. For an example, he didn't like that I used the term world building instead of a Danish equivalent. But, like, he never presented me with a Danish equivalent. There was also another thing. So in comics, we call panels, right? So as a result, when we're discussing panels, we use the Danish term for when something is multiples, right? So instead of panels, we say paneler. When you add er at the end of a Danish word, that is the same effect as s in English. It is like panel is one panel, panels is multiple panels. Hi Lumi, hey everyone, Lumi is doing a subathon. We're gonna rate her after this this stream is over. Hi Lumi, hi, how you doing? 30 hours still on day 4. You're crushing it. You're crushing it, dear friend. Good job. Everyone say good job to Lumi. She's so wonderful. She's doing so great. I'm so proud of you, dear friend. So proud of you. You're doing so good. I watched you once in a while yesterday. I also saw when you were outside. It was really cozy. Very good stream. I love your stream, Lumi. You're doing so great. You did a good job. Thank you. Let's both do our best, eh? I'll rate you once the stream is over. Hopefully I can get a bit more hype for you. Everyone, Incox in chat for Lumi. Incox. But yeah, I'm talking about Copenhagen Comics, about this guy who came up to me and he went like, "Don't you feel that by using so many English words, you're destroying the tradition of our language?" He was really upset that I was like using English words in my Danish speech about the Western comic industry. But it's because I don't know a lot of these Danish words. So apparently, instead of panel, you're supposed to say ruder, which means window. Thank you, Zombie Buzz, for the 8 Australian. Hey, Mary, please do a lariat for me in the tournament. A lariat? I'll have to figure out what that is. Thank you for the 8 buckaroos. But anyway, like... what was it? It was, it was... I don't know. He was very upset, right? But me and Lucius, we were just laughing so hard at it that it actually kind of calmed him down. It actually kind of calmed him down in a weird way. So what ended up happening is I had to go on the stage, but like, so I had to say goodbye, but like Lucius was still talking to him even when I started my speech. And yeah, it was very funny. So I got kind of like, I started thinking about, you know what, in that cranky old man's honor, I'm gonna use only Danish as much as I can. So I tried to. Anyway, I spoke about things and I talked about Webtoon, about my journey. You know, I did my usual panel, which is kind of like half storytelling, half explaining the history of Webtoon and how I discovered it. And yeah, it was really interesting. But yeah, it was fun to hear people's questions, and people asked different questions related to, you know, the industry. Something I noticed a lot going around the Danish comic convention is a lot of people would say stuff like, "Oh, it's impossible to live off comics. It's not possible to live off comics. You don't make money in comics. You don't make money in comics." And I'm like, oh, my dear old dinosaur man, I wish I could explain to you about Webtoon. It is entirely possible to live off it. You just gotta draw some anime boys with abs. But at one point I was talking to this old man, right? this older man, and he was very curious to like talk to me. He knew I was a guest at the convention, and this was at the very end of the convention day. And he told me, actually, he was like telling me about what he had done and stuff. So he told me that he actually did children's television. He did a lot of cartoons for the Danish state television channels. These were very budget cartoons, but that's kind of how he made things, you know, go financially. And then he showed me his folder, and he was like, I'm not even kidding, he was like a god level comic artist. But his art wasn't in, you know, it wasn't in a style that would probably be very popular on Webtoon, but it was in an interesting style, like in a Western style. He was like a god level artist. Like, I could tell that this was a man who's practiced for like 40 years in drawing comics. Not modern day comics, but like older style comics, you know? He clearly had a lot of art skills. And I almost feel a little bad for some of these people, because these people were stuck in like a dead print, you know, industry for comics where it was impossible to sell anything. And they basically had to take other jobs or just do comics out of passion. But yeah, it was interesting talking to him, and he was kind of curious about Webtoon as well. Many of them didn't know anything about Webtoon, so it was fun to talk to different people. And then on the first day, and he also told me something which I'll get back around to later, which is regarding the comic award show. But on the first day, I was told that on the first day, like an hour after I'd arrived, my comics didn't even come in yet. Like, my comics and prints hadn't even arrived in the postage yet. The guy, like the owner of the convention, was gonna bring the Danish Minister of Culture to my table. And the Danish Minister of Culture is a little scary looking. He looks a little scary. Let me see if I can find it. J Arts, thank you so much for the 5 months. Thank you so much. So this is what he looks like. So as you can see, he looks kind of like Hitman. He looks like an assassin. This is the Danish Minister of Culture. He looks so much like Hitman, they even did a joke spook video where he played the role of the Hitman main character. So he walks up to my table, and he's a very tall Scandinavian bald man with like piercing blue eyes. Thank you, Zombie Boss, for the 8 Australian. Hope someone does a Canadian destroyer. I'll have to look up what that means. Thank you, Zombie Boss. Thank you. But yeah, he came to my table, and I had a short conversation with him. And then, you know, you know what he said? He said like, Merryweather, the legend. I'm like, what the fuck do you mean, legend? I'm just a little dude. You gotta consider, like, I'm used to being tall in Asia. I'm used to being tall. Gerard incoming, hi, hey. Did I get a Gerard raid? Hi, Raiders, hi. How you guys doing? Hey, yo. Welcome, Raiders. I didn't see the raid coming in. Hi. How you guys doing? I'm talking about my trip to Denmark to the Danish comic convention. And we're talking about how I had to meet the Minister of Culture of Denmark, who looks like Hitman. This is not a Hitman cosplay. This is a Danish politician. And I'm used to being pretty tall in Scandinavia. But this man just like struts up to me. Extremely tall. Oh, they're the raiders. Hi, Gerard. Thank you for the raid. Hi. How are you doing? How you doing, buddy? Did you have fun? What did you guys do today? Did you have a good stream? Did you have fun? Did you have fun? Why is that bald man? This is the Danish Minister of Culture who I was made to meet. This is, I was flown from Japan to the largest comic convention of my home country, Denmark, as a guest. And I was supposed to meet, there's so many dinosaurs. Hey everyone, catch your dog punch. I was supposed to meet the Danish Minister of Culture, and this is what he looks like. So he walked up to my table and said, Merryweather, the legend. And I'm like, what do you mean, legend? And he's taller than me. He's way taller than me, right? As I mentioned, I'm used to being pretty tall in Asia. But this guy is like pure blood Scandinavian height with scary blue eyes, completely bald, wearing a hitman suit. So I'm scared, but I'm like shaking his hand and I'm chatting with him and stuff. And he's pretty nice. He's a nice guy. Yeah. So then he asks me, after we chat a little bit, I tell him a bit about Japan and stuff. He asks me to tell him, I told him that at some Japanese comic conventions, like 2 million people show up. And according to my mom, who went to his speech after, apparently he had used that during the speech. He said that I just spoke with Merryweather. He told me that in Japan, like 2 million people show up to conventions. We're not quite there yet, but we'll get there, which I doubt because there's like 7 million people in Denmark total. But I enjoyed the joke. It's funny. Yeah. So, wow. Whoa. I have to report people. Yeah. Congratulations, Mary. Thank you, Rosewine. Thank you. First time joining your stream, by the way. Thank you, Viola. Thank you. Yes, big aspiration. Yeah. So, what was it? Whoa. That's more than the population of Copenhagen. Yeah. So yeah, he asked me, I'll get to the weird guy, but he asked me what he felt like I could do for the Danish comic scene. And I told him I don't really know if I'm the best person to ask. I'm not really a part of it, but I'll let you know if I think of anything. Oh, hold on. Give me a second. Hi, Mr. Dubé. I do believe we are an excellent fit. In fact, I would like to schedule a Zoom meeting with you the following Friday, the time of your choosing. I look forward to exploring synergies with you moving forward. Sincerely, regards, with warmest blessings, by God's glory, Lucius Merryweather, CEO of Merryweather Media, GK, Dogman Extraordinaire, and VTuber. Sorry, I'm fucking with this guy. Do you guys remember this guy who sent me this let me show you this conversation, okay? Hold on. We'll pause on the Amethyst, thank you for the 2 months. Hello, my lord. Hello, Amethyst. Hello. 2 months. I feel like you've been here forever because you've been for the summer fun. Thank you so much. There's this guy, right? His name is Aporve, and he sent me a message saying, "Hi, I want to reach out to explore if there's an opportunity for us to collaborate. If you're interested in exploring synergies, please let me know. Thank you, and I look forward to hearing from you." So it's some guy who runs a small tech company, and then it says like, "Regards, Aporve Dubé, CEO and founder, Crayon Systems Private Limited." And then I responded back. I don't know why he would message me. I think it's because he saw CEO in my bio. So I responded, "Hi, Mr. Dubé. It would be my pleasure to explore possible synergies between our two businesses. As you may know, considering you were the one to contact me, my business is centered around digital entertainment for the new age. I'm more than happy to have a meeting with you over on Zoom. However, seeing as I'm currently mid-work, perhaps you might join me during this discussion for a game of Helldivers 2. I think it would make it much more worth both of our time if we might discuss business over recreational activity such as this. Consider it similar to the businessmen of yesteryear who played golf while they discussed their businesses. I don't see any reason why we cannot engage in digital entertainment. I'm also willing to choose a golf game for us to play together. Keep in mind, however, that it will be broadcasted to a few hundred people, so we should only speak about things that you are okay with others knowing. I look forward to hearing from you, Mr. Doobie. I am sure that our businesses will synergize well. And then he responded to me very recently. It took him a long time to respond. This message, I responded to him on April 13th, and he only responded today. He responded with this. Hi, Lucius. Appreciate your response. Where are you based? We are looking for partners in the US for expansion of our software product services. Regards, Aporve Duvi, CEO and founder, Crayon Systems Private Limited. And I responded back right away because I was really hyped that he was finally responding to me. I said, Hi, Aporve. I'm based in UK and USA. Where are you based? We're looking for partners in UK and USA to expand our graphic novel services. Regards, Lucius Merryweather, CEO and founder, Merryweather Media, GK. And then he said, this is what he responded with. Hi, Lucius. Perhaps we are not a good fit. Best wishes. Aporve Dubi, CEO and founder, Crayon Systems Private Limited. But Aporve, you're the one who messaged me. What do you mean we're not a good fit? Did you not do your homework? Unbelievable. So I responded back. I responded back to Mr. Aporve. I'm like, I'm appalled at this. Hi, Mr. Doobie. I do believe that we are an excellent fit. In fact, I would like to schedule a Zoom meeting with you on the following Friday at a time of your choosing. I look forward to exploring synergies with you moving forward. Sincerely, regards, with warmest blessings by God's glory, Lucius Merryweather, CEO of Merryweather Media GK, Dogman Extraordinaire, and VTuber. And I'm gonna respond to him once more, right now. P.S. I'm rather disappointed, as I was very much looking forward to doing business with Crayon Systems Private Limited after we had been in such engaging talks over these past few months. I hope that you will reconsider your disinterest. So yeah, I'm not gonna let this guy go. You guys like By God's Glory? It's like a step above God Bless. By God's Glory. I came up with it on the spot. It's like a little bit too much more extreme than God Blessed. By God's glory. I sound like I'm on a crusade. It sounds a bit vindictive, right? I kind of like it. It's a very extreme thing to say. You're such a troll. I don't think I'm a troll because this guy messaged me first, right? He messaged me first. I'm allowed to mess with him a little bit. Yeah, he's mine now. I'm gonna message him every day. So anyway, should have added something else I was referenced. That would be funny. Yeah. So. By the way, I should message Mr. Gerard T-Rex for letting him know I really appreciate the raid. Hi guys, hey. I'm a VTuber. Did you guys know who I was before this raid? Oh my god, Merryweather's a VTuber? Yeah. I always find it funny when people don't know I write comics and I VTube. So some people are actually fans of my comics and fans of my VTuber self, but entirely like separate from each other. They don't realize I'm the same guy that they're fans of. It's because it's so separate from each other, you know? Welcome in, new dogs, welcome. Let me think. But anyway, I went to the Comic Awards show. It's called the Ping Prize. Now the Ping Prize is pretty funky. I rather like the Ping Prize. Let's see if I can get a picture up. It's like an old Danish. It's a revival of an old Danish comic award that existed back in the day, and they kind of revived it in 2012. And this is the Ping Prize. So every year during Copenhagen Comics, they give out awards for different winners and stuff. People who win the top Danish debut, the top English comic translated into Danish, the top Danish comic of the year, the honors prize, you know, which is often given out to like long-time editors and they have some like they hire a comedian. Happy 5 months. Thank you, Jessenet. Thank you. They hire a comedian to host it, and this year they had a drag queen do a dance performance and kind of make fun of it all. And the comedian was like cosplaying an obscure Tintin character, which I found to be pretty funny. So yeah. Clofo says, I remember finding out about VTuber Mario when he had a collab with Ollie and Kobo. I had the same reaction. The Merryweather who made Mean Girls? Yeah. That was funny. But yeah, I went to this thing and everyone was, you know, drinking champagne. And it was a very weird vibe, but it was very, very cool. There was a lot of like old legends and stuff. Like there was a guy they called Marvel Morten. Morten is like a Danish name. And his name was Morten Søndergaard, and he was apparently the guy who brought Marvel Comics to Denmark originally, like way back in the day. And he was on stage and he could barely read his speech because of his glasses. There was some old men in there who were clearly like legends in the Danish comic industry. And there was some younger people who were kind of like the new age people. And there was like 2 webtoon people who got nominated as well, which was pretty nice. And I tried to engage a little bit with some of the younger webcomic people, but I think not webcomic people, some of the younger traditional comic people, but I think they didn't really know who I was, right? But I got along great with some of the webtoon people who were there. There was one girl who I knew from like way back in the day. I was friends with her brother back when we originally started going to comic conventions, and she was like this little like 12, 13-year-old girl dressed up as Hatsune Miku, and I always remember her running around, and I was like a few years older than her back then. It was and she became a really good artist, and she even started on webcomics, on Webtoon, and so I know her today as well. She does this comic called let me find, it's a girls love comic. Let me find it real quick. Yeah, it's Susuhara is a demon, and it's actually pretty popular. It's got like 200,000 subs, and she gave me a signed version, and I gave her a Clinic of Horrors. So here's the link if you guys want to check it out. Her name is Soya. She's pretty powerful. I am rather happy with how well Soya has been doing. And I remember when I approached her, I was like, "Oh, is this is your new comic?" And then she's like, "Well, I mean, it's new in the way that last time we saw each other, I hadn't made it yet, but it's from like 2020." And I'm like, "Oh yeah, that is 4 years ago." So she's been doing this comic, and it's pretty good. It's a pretty cool comic. It's pretty well made and has over 100 episodes as well. So I feel like it's a pretty cool story. It's a girl's love. the expressions of the characters are very nice. I feel rather proud of her. There's another girl I went to middle school with who's called like, her name is Amina. And let me see if I can find her actually. I can find her. Let's see. Hold on. Let me see if I can find. Yeah. I found her. So she does this like really cool art right here. I went to middle school with this girl. Yeah, this is her art now. And she always boofs everywhere I go, even in like, I think I saw her in Germany at one point. She does really very, very pretty art. I'm pretty proud of her as well. So yeah, she even draws like Genshin characters sometimes. Let me show you. There's one of Scaramuccia. Here we go. This is her Scaramuccia art. It's, very nice, very pretty art, very beautiful art style. Yeah. So I made good friends with her. Like she remembers me every time I come and say hi to her. And yeah, it's there's a lot of people that I kind of recognize and remember from back then who go to these kind of things. And trying to remember, like, oh yeah, the CEO of like the top Danish manga publisher walked up to me and he started talking about the idea of publishing my comic in print in Danish. And I was just like, yeah, sure, we can talk about that. Let's have a conversation. Why you know two girls? Because I went to school with one of them and I was friends with her brother back in the day. What kind of question is that? How dare you engage with females? What do you mean? What are you talking about? So, yeah. Man, imagine being friends with someone of the opposite sex. That's crazy. If you do it, I'll buy it. Nice martini. But yeah, there was a lot of cool people there. There was this dog guy, this guy who dressed up like a dog. It was like I guess this is a furry, right? This is like a furry cosplay. So there's this furry dog guy, and I got a picture with him because we were both dogs, you know. And yeah, he was a big dog guy. It's chewy. I don't think this guy looks very chewy. He's a dog. Dogs aren't chewy. That's Chewbacca from Star Wars. Oh, I've never watched Star Wars. Is Chewbacca a dog? Chewbacca. Man, that's Chewbacca. Okay. I mean, I don't know who Chewbacca is. Is he like a Jedi or what? Looks like a furry. Is he like an animal in the Star Wars universe? He's a type of alien. See? He's a Wookiee. No, the way you're pronouncing his name, I can't tell if it's wrong on purpose. What? Chewbacca? What, is it supposed to be Chewbacca or something like that? Well, how am I supposed to pronounce this name? It's a Wookiee, right? Yeah. What is this name? How am I supposed to pronounce it? Go on then. Chewbacca. Okay. Chewbacca. Oh, Chewbacca. I mean, that's, yeah. Chewbacca. 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 And Wookiee. Closed dog. I see. Kriwoksak. That doesn't sound right. Chewbacca? Yubaka? The fuck are you guys talking about? That's such a weird name for an alien. Especially an alien dog. Space monkey? No, he's clearly a dog. Look at him. He's got a snout and everything. Jesus Baka. I did my best. Anyway. Woof. Is he like a Jedi or what? Is he like Yoda? Like a dog Jedi? Like a space dog Jedi? He's like a dog? Nice. Then I like him. I like him if he's like a dog. I also saw this like evil robot that started like... He was like reaching to choke me. Let me see if I can find the video. There was this evil robot guy. Yeah. It's like, let me show you again. It's like, he was like reaching to choke me, but he never actually reached me. He was like trying to reach me, but I think his like arms were too stiff because he's a robot, so he couldn't reach me, you know? Anyway, I've definitely seen him before. That's the guy who yells like, I am not your father. Right? Because he's a robot, so he can't have children. Right? I am not their father. That's the guy, right? I've seen him in clips before. Yeah. Darth Vader? Is that his name? Darth Vader? Okay. And what about, who's the fat guy? You know, the fat guy who has the girlfriend? The fat guy with the human girlfriend. Fat guy, human girlfriend, Star Wars. Let me see. It's the big slug man who has the girlfriend who's like a human princess or something. Like the original ugly bastard sus relate, like this guy, and he's got like this like princess girlfriend who's like a princess, and then the main characters like kidnap her or something. That's the thing, right? So this guy, right? This is what I remember. This guy, he's like some wealthy businessman, right? And he's like, I mean, he looks very ugly and stuff, but he's a well-respected man. You can tell because he's got a lot of followers. And well, yeah, he's got like a lot of followers. He's clearly got like a successful business because he owns like the whole town that they go to, and he's actually like he's married to this princess who like sits next to him. You know, like, cuddles up to him, and the main characters, they're trying to rob this guy because he's very wealthy, and then they kidnap his princess wife, and then they get like chased and stuff, and I think they kill him at one point. I don't know, but yeah. That's like I watched Star Wars once as a child, like the original movies, because my dad showed it to me. I remember some things. I remember like some other things. I know what a Jedi is, right? Like a Jedi is like a guy with a lightsaber. And then there's like those like little monkeys that they go and meet in the woods, like Little Monkeys Woods Star Wars. Yeah, it's like Ewoks, right? These guys, right? Little monkey creatures. And they go and hang out with the monkey creatures in the woods. And then these robots, these white robots attack them. Like these guys, right? Hold on, I just googled white robot, and then this is what showed up. So these white robot dudes, they come and attack the Ewoks, and then the main characters have to save the Ewoks. And I'm pretty sure the dog is there too. The big dog guy that I got a picture with, he's there too, right? Like the Ewok dog guy. No, he's not an Ewok. What was he? He was a Chewbacca, right? He's a Chewbacca. This is the guy. I got a picture with him again. This is the second picture I took. Hey, son Michael, how you doing? A Wookiee. Yeah. He's a Wookiee. Sorry, I mixed up. Like that was probably like Chewbacca is the name of that one specific Wookiee, right? So then like the main characters, who's like the Jedi guy, the Jedis, like the main Jedi people, they have to save the Ewoks right here, who are like just trying to live a peaceful life. And they have like I think they have a robot friend or something. Like this golden robot dude is like their friend, their god or something. And then these like robots, these evil robots show up and they start attacking the Ewoks. And then the Jedis and the Wookiee come and they like, wah! And then the I think the white robots try to escape on like some ships, but then the Jedis chase after them and kill them. But I mean, they don't really kill them because they're robots, right? And I think there's like multiple robots in the story. Like there's like R2-D2, right? He's like a robot and he like rolls around and he's just like bleep bloop bleep bloop. And I think he's just kind of a mascot character, right? And then there's the Gold Man, who's also like a dude. And these two like hang out together or something. I don't really know what they do. I think they're just kind of like around. They're like a little comedic duo that just run around. Yeah. I don't know if they're like on the side of the white robots and the black robot dude, or if they're like on the Jedi side, or if they are Jedi. But Goldman and R2-D2, they're definitely like people, right? They're like dudes. And then I think there's like in the new movies, they added like a new one, which is like this one, right? And this one is like, they put a ball body on it, and then it like rolls around after this like princess lady who never aged from the first movie. I think she's the same princess, but they like had to recast her because the other princess got old or something. And then the new princess, she like lives on the sand planet because she got kidnapped from her husband, who is this guy. She got kidnapped from her husband like way back then by the Jedis, and now she becomes a Jedi because she was taught by the Jedis. And then the guy, the Darth Vader new movie guy, like The new one, you know, like he gets a new outfit in the new story with this like little thing, like the Darth Vader guy. He gets like a new outfit in the new movie, which looks like a weird hat, and then they save the galaxy. And I think, I'm pretty sure the Wookiee shows up as well, right? I'm pretty sure the Wookiee also shows up. So anyway, that's my recollection of what Star Wars is about. And then there was this old man who was like a Jedi master, and a lot of people made fun of him because he was weird, because he was drinking milk from like a random animal. And he lives on this island, and he has this whole thing where he goes like, "No, I don't want to teach anyone in Jedi Force power. I don't want to teach anyone in the Jedi Force power." And then the old man has like a little character arc where he goes like, "All right, I'll teach you." And then they run around together, and then he teaches the princess, who's like the new Disney princess girl, Leia, I think, with the little ball robot, like the girl who controls this robot, right? Like she controls this robot dude, and she has like a staff, right? So he teaches this princess like how to be the Jedi. And then they fight Darth Vader, and then they kill him, and then the galaxy is saved, and then they sold a lot of toys, and then I went to go see Star Wars Land, and I got on the Star Wars ride, and then it's just like a lot of, like it was just like a lot of, like we were rolling around. There was some robots who were shooting at us. And you could get your own lightsaber if you paid like $600 million. Which is fair, I mean, because they're made of laser, right? Like that's kind of dangerous. If they sold that to every kid out there. But anyway, yep. So that's that story. How accurate was I from 1 to 10? 2? Can't believe dog spoiled Star Wars. I'm sorry. Hi, Ben. But yeah, anyway, Copenhagen Comics was pretty fun. There was one person who kept approaching me who I felt a little bit uncomfortable about. Okay, now I have to say who it was. It was this lady who, she kept skipping the line and kept like asking me over and over and over again. Like, oh, when are the comics here? When are the comics here? I'm waiting for the comic. I kept telling her that postage is delayed. At some point they'll show up. And then when the comics were finally like there, she walked up to the she walked up like way like past the line, everything, like right up next to me, like basically behind my booth, and she like slammed 100 kroner down on the table right in front of me, and I'm like, there's a line. But at that point, I was just, you know what? I'm just gonna, like, she kept standing like close to me and like basically breathing down my neck, like basically behind my table. So at the end, I just like quickly signed her comic and gave it to her, even though she skipped the line. And yeah, that was the only like uncomfortable moment I had, really. Everyone else was super nice. I think she was like, I don't know, she was a little socially awkward. I appreciate that she liked my comics though. Yeah, I mean, you know, it's a comic festival. There's gonna be a few oddballs there, but I enjoyed it. There was this old man I was very impressed by. He had, he'd done this comic series called Nash, and he had like 70 volumes of it, 70 big volumes too. And apparently he'd been drawing them since like the 70s. And at one point he broke his back doing construction work. And since then he just dedicated all his time to doing this one comic. And he even gave out like a volume of it for free to people. It was super nice. I don't know. I like stuff like that. Very passionate. Did the guy they warned you about ever show up? No, but he had a booth. And I actually stopped by his booth and checked it out. And no, he didn't really do anything weird. He just vibed, I guess. Just sold his comic. Give me a second. All the potential synergies of our true corporation. Best regards, by God's glory, Lucius Merryweather, CEO of Merryweather Media GK. He responded to me again and he said like, "Hi Lucius, how can we help each other? Regards, Aporva Dube, CEO and founder, Crayon Systems Private Limited." And I responded, "Hi Aporva. I'm very well educated in Helldivis too, and would love to engage in a game with you whilst we discuss the potential synergies of our two businesses. Best regards, by God's glory, Lucius Merryweather." Anyway, I'm gonna be right back. I'll be right back, Dogami. I'm gonna get a drink and then we're gonna do the WWE thing. Be right back. dogs! Son Michael, thank you so much for the 44 months, by the way. Hope you had a great time. I had a wonderful time. You still around? But yeah, I guess that's kind of the end of my Copenhagen comics journey. It was very fun. I saw a lot of things. My mom bought a lot of different merchandise. That was kind of surprising. Guess what? She happened to, for no apparent reason at all, buy only Genshin Impact merch. Like, she'd show up at the table and she'd bought like cups, right? And then it was like Zhongli and Kaya. And then she bought like a keychain, and then it was like Keqing. It was like, for some reason, she only went for Genshin Impact merch, but it's not like she knows what Genshin Impact is. So I think she just vibed with the design aesthetic of Genshin. It was rather funny. But yeah. Wolf. Trying to think if there was anything else funny. It was just funny to like explain what webtoon is to like the older men who were there. It was just it was just kind of interesting to explain these kind of things to them. By the way, did you guys hear about that whole thing that went down while I was in Copenhagen about this Seth guy from what's it called? MSM Talent Agency? Did you guys hear about that? Apparently he apparently, according to like False ID and Kokui and stuff, he would like talk a lot of bad things about different people in the community. It's this guy who owned a talent agency for VTubers. And Kokui just tweeted this up. Where he says like, I'm just waiting for someone to go too far. I'm really sadistic myself. I'm not gonna lie. I would get off on ruining someone's life. Which is terrifying to both admit and accept, but hey, I knew I was a sociopath a while ago. Well, what the fuck? Oh my god. I hate these people so much. It reminds me of that guy who scammed Bao and the others. Do you remember that guy? Like, he started a quote-unquote animation agency, an animation studio, and he would like go around telling people to hire him for law videos or hire him for music videos. And he would talk so much shit about me at the same time. He would say like, oh, Merryweather Media doesn't make anime. I don't know why they call it anime. They're scamming people. What they make isn't anime. We never called it anime, you douchebag. And in the end, he ended up like never actually delivering on any of the commissions. And he just left. He just left and never paid anyone back. And it was awful for Bao, yeah. It's awful for a lot of people. And he'd been talking shit about me to everyone, like, for ages. So, yeah. I have no idea. Unbelievable. There's these like weird people who go into the business side of there's these weird people who go into the business side of how to say, of VTubing. And I've also noticed the same kind of people who go into the business side of comics in some situations. And they're these weird people who kind of like, they're really easy, they get really easy to like power trip, right? They really easily just start power tripping. They're kind of awful, right? Like they're very easy to get really catty, start talking shit behind the scenes, and start like kind of relishing in their quote unquote dark side, right? I remember I used to know this guy who ran a comic studio, now like a small comic publisher, and he would always say stuff he would always say really weird stuff like, "Oh, I have contacts to newspaper syndicates in Asia, and I can get all sorts of positive coverage, and I can make super negative coverage for anyone I want to." And he would always like talk about stuff like that, and talk about how Webtoon is super corrupt because they have they pay off the Minister of Culture, and turns out all they did is just like they had a connection to the Minister of Culture because Webtoon provides entertainment culture. That's literally it. Thank you, Zombie Buzz, for the $8. Hey, Mary, heads up with the WWE music and get copyrighted. Yeah, no, there's usually a streamer mode. But yeah, it was like these kind of people show up everywhere. Like, remember the guy who harassed me who ended up going to jail? Like, he might get out in 2026. I believe it was. If he's on good behavior. There's like a lot of people who enter this kind of thing with like super weird vibes. So people should be cautious who they do business with in this space. But anyway, Nijisanji announced like a new wave. Did you guys see it? Nijisanji announced a new wave. You guys didn't see it? Let's see. Finding it. Can't actually find the anime. Is it any color? Oh no. Let me see. Yeah, it's Ryoma Baronwort, Clara Charmwood, and Twisty Amano Zako. I thought maybe we could watch the trailer together. Why not? Let's do that. Check it out. Ah. Oh. Two musics have been playing at the same time. I didn't even realize. Anyway, let's check it out. I haven't watched the trailer yet, so this will be a first reaction to the trailer. Actually, maybe I should check it out on YouTube. We can get bigger. There we go. Okay, let's watch. Need to turn up the music. There we go. So I did see that it was another 3-person wave. I think that's good and bad. Let's get into that talking about this after.
Looking for a protector?
Okay. Luma Baron is a Ronin.
Kneel before me.
Zaku is a young lady. Okay. And then
Welcome back, Master.
Clara Chamwood is her maid, I guess. Shikari Spoon. Right? So this is kind of interesting. Hold on, let me Oh, I thought they were debuting at 3 different times. Genau. So let's talk a little bit about this, why don't we? So I am obviously now. Let's address the elephant in the room. Nijisanji's obviously not got the best best reputation right now. They have problems right now with their public, perception. And I feel like Nijisanji really needed a win on this one. They really needed a win on this announcement, I feel. Because announcing a wave now is a I mean, it was never gonna, it was never gonna be super well received. There's always gonna be criticism. And as a result, I'm a little interested in why they chose to go with 3 members again. I feel like this has probably been in the works for a while, right? Like, I can't speak for how it is within Nijisanji, but I do know that most VTuber agencies tend to have about maybe 2 or 3 month period before they debut, where they prepare everything. Some shorter than others, I'm aware, but yeah. So I'm obviously someone who has benefited a lot from my relationship with many of the guys who have worked hard to make Nijisanji the place it is today. So I sympathize a bit with them. I don't really always agree with their management, but I'm a good friend to Nijisanji, and that's why I still choose to hang out with the Niji boys, because I still hope that Nijisanji can become a good place for talent to be, and a good place for talent to grow. Now, as I mentioned, Nijisanji really needed a win on this one. And I am just not really 100% certain if they got it. So one thing, I'll start by saying one negative thing, and then I'll say a positive thing. Having only 3 members within one wave is a hit or a miss. I can't help but feel most of their big success came from their 5-person waves. Or was it 5-person or 6 people? Doxxing was 5 people originally. We agree on that, right? And then Noctix, and then iLuna, right? 5 and 6, okay. So I feel like having these 3 people waves is a mixed sword. It's a double-edged sword. Number one, because, well, two things. First of all, having male and female mixed waves has resulted in a little bit of like mixed results, I would say. I feel like generally it might have been smarter to go all female or all male for a wave. Because it's just easier to synergize the characters together, I feel, if it's the same gender across the board. Like we saw with like Collide and Crisis, right? Like no, Claude. Claude eventually just kind of resigning himself to becoming a part of Crisis in an unofficial way. And a lot of his merch even being paired with the other Crisis boys, like, which just leaves the 2 girls who were part of his wave kind of like as a little bit of a separate thing. I haven't followed them super much, but it's like I also feel like Nijisanji should take some of the previous waves they've had and probably combine them, because they have had a few graduations, right? So for an example, there are some of the girls who are in some of the earlier waves that now consist of like 2 people, right? they should take some of those waves and combine them. I don't think there's anything wrong with switching it up. Nitisanji JP have done that. If too many people have left a wave, they've switched it up. Hololive EN has done that with Promise, right? Hololive Promise came about when Council and Iris, you know, kind of united into Promise. I feel like I feel like Nitisanji should do the same, but for some reason they don't. But whatever. Like they did with Zutomo, which is Enna, Reimu, Millie, and Petra. Yeah, but like in a more permanent way, I feel like should be a good idea. Another thing is also the number of people. So it's a little bit of a mixed bag, because at the same time, you wouldn't want to add too many members. That's a problem with VTuber agencies these days, right? They're adding too many members, and they're not adding enough support for pre-existing members, which results in this kind of like scattershot thing that Nitisanji is pretty famous for, where they keep debuting new members. And by doing that, you get a high likelihood that you're going to have some successes. But Hololive, who are a little bit more careful with their debuts, they have a history of having, like, you know, the average Hololive talent tend to be more popular and more well supported than the average Nitisanji talent, because Nitisanji approaches things with more of like a throw everything at the wall and see what sticks, as opposed to Hololive that tend to pair their more unpopular talent with their more popular talent, which helps them rise. So having a wave that is 3 people, on paper, it's a way to keep getting like debut hype, having new debuts once in a while. But at the same time, it is also kind of a debuff in a weird way, because you are limiting the interactivity within the wave. You're limiting the amount of synergy that you have within the North. So you're running into the problem of what if the 2 girls get along really well, but the Ryoma guy, the guy, maybe he feels on the outside, or maybe one of the girls and the guy feel really like strong together, but then one of the girls feels on the outside, right? You run into that problem, which isn't really a problem with like 5 or 6 people waves, because you're always going to have synergy, right? You're always going to have friendships that, you know, intertwine between these different people, and then it's okay if there are people within your wave that, well, while you might get along, you don't really synergize very well, you don't really collaborate very well with each other, and so you run into problems where you run into problems where you with a 3-person wave, you run into problems that there's not enough potential interactivity. If 2 of these people don't mesh well together, that is already half of the entire wave that they can't interact well with. And that's a problem. So while it is nice that they don't, you know, overdo it with like a 6-person wave, I feel like they should probably have done like a 4 or 5-person wave. I feel like that would have been stronger. I also don't think they should be mixed gender. I know that maybe sounds a little, well, Mary, you don't think male and female should collab together? No, I do feel like they should, right? I feel like that's fine. I feel like that's something that made Nitisanji kind of like blow up, is that they had that approach that like male and female are not the separate entities, like you see with Hololive and Holostars probably. But at the same time, I do think the waves should probably be gendered. Because I don't know. I think it's just from a marketing perspective, it's easier to market a group of girls or a group of guys, and then have those group of guys and group of girls interact with each other, sure, but marketing like a girls' idol group or a guy's boy band, you know, like those kind of those are easier to market. it's hard to have people who are like full-on fans of the entirety of Dinoff. That's why we see like people are Luxium fans or Noctix fans or Polycrisis fans, you know? There's very rarely people who would describe themselves as all in XLA or iLuna fans. And I feel like there's a reason for that. The reason is that the people who might enjoy Claude streams might just not enjoy Victoria Brightshield streams because they enjoy streamers of a particular gender. Guys tend to prefer watching anime girls and girls tend to prefer watching anime guys. I mean, while it is true that some girls like watching female streamers and some guys like watching male streamers, that is the majority of the viewing experience. And when you mix waves like this, you're just making it more difficult to market them as a group, and you're making it more difficult to have overlap between their viewers. Ryoma is not going to have a lot of overlap with these girls, and these girls are not going to have a lot of overlap with Ryoma. And you're running into a problem where if Ryoma wants to collab with Clara, right? You're going to run into a problem where maybe the fans are going to be kind of uninterested because there's not a lot of overlap between them. The people who watch Clara might not be super into male streamers, and the people who watch Ryoma might not be super into the idea of, you know, like the idea of watching a female streamer, like collabing between each other. There's a limited overlap. This is why Luxium and Noctix were so successful, and why the early Nijisanji waves were so successful, because if you were a Luxium fan, you were pretty much okay with watching all of the guys, right? And if you were a Luxium fan, you could like find engaging aspects of all of them, even if you didn't watch all of them. So Luxium group collabs and Luxium, you know, interconnectivity between each other, they were pretty popular. They were pretty well received for that reason. So I cannot help but find that I kind of see what Nijisanji is doing. They're trying to apply their JP model. And that JP model is just like a lot of very niche streamers all together into, which creates this large web of streamers where people watch. But I feel like their approach is not super good on the EN side for the reason that they're kind of misinterpreting things. Nowadays, it's so easy to become indie. All you need is a live 2D model and a VTuber and VTube Studio. You don't need to join a corporation to be an indie. The reason why people join a corporation is for the branding and also for the idea of having genmates, where you do group collabs, where you have similar concepts, you know, where you have like a vibe that you all follow together. Everyone is always stronger as a group. That's true for everything. Idol groups are often much stronger positioned than a singular idol. Boy bands are often much more strongly positioned than a singular musician. And while there's a higher roof on something like a Taylor Swift, a solo act, right? It's easier as a young, you know, up-and-coming talent to stand out as a group. It's easier. The cheerleading effect is a real thing. If a bunch of girls are together, they're often going to seem far more interesting because they make up for each other's weaknesses by showing off each other's strengths. We're social animals and we work together in group. We've done that since the days when we've been hunting monkeys in the woods. So of course we should have that. Of course that should be involved. That's why I made ASTRALINE. Everyone's always stronger in a group. And that's a problem when you make things that are designed almost for the purpose of having solo acts. I feel like Nijisanji is oftentimes more hoping for each of these individual streamers to create their own audience rather than creating a whole audience, which is what HoloLive tends to do. HoloMyth tends to have huge fan overlap. The people who watch HoloMyth tend to be okay with all of them. The people who watch Luxium tend to be okay watching all of them. They're designed to be part of a group. Luxium and Noctix designed to be part of a group. And yeah, I just find that to be a little bit of a problem. I love these girls, the designs here though. I love the designs. I love the art. Nijisanji picked good people for their character models, and this is definitely these are definitely really good designs, and obviously I'm happy for the people, you know. Must not be easy for them joining the Disanji right now, so they definitely need some hardcore fans to cheer them on, and I certainly hope the best for them, you know. Yeah.
Looking for a protector?
Looking for a protector?
Kneel before me.
I like the idea. I like this character.
Welcome back, Master.
And Clara, who's like a maid character. It's funny that we don't really see a lot of VTuber maids. We see VTuber and maid outfits. We don't really see a lot of VTuber maids. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think it's cool, the idea of like a mansion, you know? I feel like the guy could have been a butler design, but I guess they didn't really want to go for that. A Ronin is a little bit of an odd concept to mix in here. I don't know. Maybe we'll figure it out. Maybe they have cool lore to go with it. Yeah. So anyway, that's what I have to say. I know it's a little bit of a risky thing talking Niti Sanji right now, but you know. Woof. I love my Niti friends, and I wish them the best. Woof. So shall we take a look at the new wave of ASTRALINE, man? We'll see. I still don't know whether I want to add new waves or new members, you know? We'll have to figure that out. I feel like new wave is probably, if I want to go big or go home, that's probably the better choice. But new members, like, but it's also very expensive and risky because you need a lot of management, and we kind of have a small management team in ASTRALINE, and I don't want to overwork everyone. As for the idea of adding a new member, there's always the fear that they might feel a little bit on the outside. So I'm approaching that with caution. There's also the aspect of I want to make sure that we can support the pre-existing members before we ever add any before we ever add any new members. I want to make sure that we can support our existing roster of members. But at the same time, I'm not actually the leader of ASTRALINE, I should mention. I am just a talent. It's true I'm the CEO, and as CEO I have some say in where different business decisions go, but I am not the head of ASTRALINE from a corporate perspective, not at all. I am not the head of that project, I should mention. Because it gets confusing if I am both talent and member and head. So I am, who's the head of ASTRALINE? It's our management who are the head of ASTRALINE. But we don't really have like a formalized, you know, director of ASTRALINE position. It's more like a group effort. We'll see. Maybe if we get big enough, that might be necessary, but for now, we're just friends working together. I know some people are like, is ASTRALINE a real corpo? Or is it just like friends, you know, like vtubers? But I would go, by the way, vtubers is basically a corpo. I mean, they do business together. But I would say, like, I guess I would have to say, who's in charge of the ASTRALINE credit card? That would be Aoife. I would have to say ASTRALINE is a full-on corporation because we are a registered corporate entity and we have a parent company and everything. I would even go so far as to say we're probably more corpo than some VTuber agencies. So but we are still friends. You know, we're still friends who just work together and enjoy time together. Anyway, shall we make our wrestling mascot? Shall we do that? We've talked for a while now. I think we've filled up our 2-hour talking quota. So let's game. Whoa! Let's game. Okay. I run Merryweather Media as like an old school family business. That's kind of the vibe. So I had to buy WWE 2K24. I did just notice there was a disk write error in my attempt to download it, so I only got done with half the download, so we're gonna have to wait a little bit longer. In the meantime, I can show you some of the videos I've been watching recently. Let me see. I want to show you some of this, okay? Give me a moment. So these are two of my favorite VTubers. Okay? I'm going to show you two of my favorite VTubers. Shut the fuck up, dog army. Okay, here we go. So this is Jenny Nicholson, and she just released like a 4-hour video on the Star Wars Hotel, which I can highly recommend, by the way. It was amazing. And she's done so many good videos, like this one about like Evermore, the theme park that wasn't. You know, she's done like a lot of movies. Like the last BronyCon actually gave me tears in my eyes at the end, because it was like the goodbye to, like the last BronyCon was kind of like the goodbye to that fan base. Even if they're still around, like the goodbye to the glory days, the end of the golden age of bronies. She's done a lot of cool videos, and they're all just her talking, and she's super engaging. She's just great to put on in the background. She does really good videos. And then we got Isis, who I also really like, and Isis does just videos on nostalgic internet content. So you can see like Isis talks about My Little Pony. She talks about like the deep lore of the Glasgow Willy Wonka and stuff. Netro. And like Super Secret, a dead tween MMO, Tumblr controversy, Iceberg, you know, like old school Tumblr DeviantArt kind of vibe stuff. Doctor Who log stuff, you know. I really love hearing about all that nostalgic early internet stuff. Strange world of DeviantArt bases. I love that old internet stuff. Makes me feel all nostalgic. These are two of my favorites, I would say, when it comes to like just putting on their videos and enjoying the vibe, you know. I really enjoy that. Do you guys have a favorite VTuber that you like to watch, other than yours truly? I got my start on DeviantArt. Oh, really? Nice. I want to do like a 10-minute edited video at some point that does something like talks about some story or talks about early DeviantArt or something. I want to do that. Mine is either Tricky or Cottontail. Civilized elk. Huh. Let's check them out. Uncivilized elk. I don't know these people. Please subscribe. I see. They do videos analyzing different episodes of media. PewDiePie's vlogs from Amaya into Holostars. Nice. Me and Frederick. Aw, shushu. Started to watch Clotho. Ooh, what's Clotho like, Latia? I love watching news chill background, but I also love watching Porcelain Maid. It's mostly Adventure Time, but his analysis is on point. Nice. Never really watched Adventure Time much. Is it worth it? Would you say Adventure Time is worth it? Yeah? It's worth it? Let's pop. Oh yeah, we got the bimbification of chicken standees. They're very massive compared to my standee. That was this one.
어조삼아, it's time to go to bed. 또 핸드폰 하는 거예요. 늦게 자면 고운 피부가 다 무너진다고요. 사이고노 케이코쿠 데스. 지금 잠이 들지 않으면 우린 춤을 출 거예요. 야래 야래. 뭐 말리는 아가씨. 야래 야래. 뭐 말리는 아가씨.
It's funny. This picture from Copenhagen Comics. This is my new signature. Do you guys like it? I write like Lucius and then Merryweather and then I add the dog head. What do you think? I mean, it still looks like a 6-year-old wrote it, but yeah. Maybe a bit better than before. It's time to go to bed. Yes, I know. The Lucius is all caps. I know. I like the chaotic energy of it though. And this is me with the dog cosplayer. This is me with a military man who started choking me after I, you know, like his armband. I drew on his cast. I drew my dog self on his cast, and then he started choking me out with a charming smile. And yeah, well, he's a nice guy. There's this scary ghost guy, and then someone brought a fan art for me. It's very cute. There's Down Hong and Blade. And it's like this. Oh, hey LB, thank you for the 2 months. Thank you. It's got this nice fan art from Komaki. Thank you, Komaki. It's me at the Ping Prize. It's me at the con. Just arrived. Anyway, the game is finished, so we can start playing it now. Let's play. Oh, I need to resize it because it's gonna open in full screen now. Here we go. Give it a moment. Yeah, it's opening in full screen. My screen is very wide. Let me
Then now
Acknowledge me. You can't see me.
forever. Together.
What game is this? 2K24. Oh yeah, we know this guy. The American Nightmare. Remember, it's funny we actually know wrestling lore right now. So we know who these people are. This is what the wrestling videos we've watched finally lead up to. I know, right? It needs to load. You know how big this game was, guys? Dog Army? 90 gigabytes. 90. Insane. Oh. Okay. Give me a moment. H down. That's weird controls. Performance center? Oh, that's not what I wanted. How do I make it smaller? Is there any indication of how to make this smaller?
9-7. Bus a bus. Hot. Check it out. Hit you with no delay into what you saying.
Huh?
Silly with your ice gritty with
Gameplay?
the Billy, yo. When I be on the mic, yes, I do my duty, yo. While up in the club, in the studio. You know when the violate, baby, really
Presentation.
bang.
How am I supposed to make the screen smaller? Where's the actual obvious? Oh. I don't know how to turn on stream. How am I supposed to do this? Dogs. F11? No. Audio volume? There we go. Okay. Okay, we're safe now. But there's still no indication of how to actually, you know, like open this game in a smaller resolution. I don't even... Did they even add this option? Did they just never bother adding this option? You know what? Fuck it. I have an idea. It's still in the right aspect ratio. So in theory, we could just do like this. Right? Yeah. Let me see if I can time it, like make it right on the border. Okay. I guess we gotta do it like this. Okay. But now I'm gonna have a problem because I only have 2 screens. So I may have a little bit of trouble seeing chat and also following the instructions. But I'll do my best. Okay. So Dog Army. Isn't that advanced on the gameplay? What, here? The gameplay? No, it's not advanced. What are these controls? End? What the fuck do you mean, end? End or home? And that's how I scroll between the settings. Man, this game has such weird controls. Like, it's clearly not made for, like... This is the thing, this game is not made with any traditional gaming audience in mind. But anyway, let's see. How to make your wrestler. Dokibird wrote a tutorial for us, so let's do that. We'll be using Steam version of WWE 2K24 for the tournament with all DLC on. If you want to create your own wrestler yourself on Steam, you'll need to purchase WWE 2K24. Here's a step-by-step guide on how to create your own wrestler. If you do not want to create your own wrestler, instead have your fans do it, You do not need to purchase the game to participate, and instead just need to pick the fan creation in the hashtag. Okay, but we want to make our own wrestler, obviously, and we want to do a few practice rounds. So, after you're done making your wrestler, please drop the image in this. Okay, let's see. All wrestlers have to be male. For stats, have to blah 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 blah. Okay, first of all, we gotta go to superstar. What? Superstar is where you create. But it doesn't say superstar, it says entrance in victory. I guess we'll just click on this one. I don't... Do I not have it? Oh, superstar, okay. New custom superstar. Male. Alright. So now I need to pick like a body type. I need to pick a body type for him. So what kind of body type do we want? Obviously, you know. I don't know, I guess something like this, I guess. Sure. Uh-huh. And then we gotta customize him. So I guess we start with the face. It would be really nice to have like a dog mask, you know? Is there no way to have a mask? Hold on, facial parts. Facial deformation. Face photo capture. Okay. You can apply an imported face photo. No way. Oh no. Oh my god. Oh my god, that's scary. What, it just replaces them? No. Okay. Okay, hold on. Masks are under attire. Okay. So I guess that's not on the face. Uh-huh. So let's do attire. Because we don't even want our face to be seen, right? So first we're gonna do our ring entrance attire. That's the cool flamboyant outfit they wear on their way to the ring. So let's go with headgear. Perfect. Oh my god. Yeah, there's some choices to go for here. Let's see what we got. Is this the crying baby mask? Oh my god. Okay. Let's go with... Yeah, why not go with the dog? Colors? Okay. First color, gotta go with. What's that color you guys always say I am? It's like kind of like a very dark blue. So that's the one. Okay. It's so scary. Oh yeah, this is pretty cursed. But I love it. Okay, so images, signs. Is there any way we can cheat like my hair bang? That's terrifying. Yeah, I know, right? The dog, man. That's gonna be our name. Make it lighter blue? No. No, I think this is good. You guys don't like it? Do you feel like I should I not have the dog mask on? Oh no. Oh no, I lost all of it. Material. Okay. Metallic. Vinyl cloth. Velour. Rubber. Plastic pearl. Oh my god. I want to be super like, oh my god, glitter. Carbon fiber. Black light. Glow. Should we go with a glittery dog mask? Or something like this? Something a little bit polychromatic? Make the eyes glow, yeah. We should definitely do that. 100%. Metal dog head? It's funny. Oh no! Dog! Oh no, wait, should we go with this? Or do we go with this? Which one do you think? Which one, Dogami? This or this? This or this? Too dark? Yeah, then the red eyes won't stand out as much. Oh, wait. So, you know what we can do? Here's the idea, okay? Go with this. With this. And then in theory, we could go like this. But honestly, I feel like it's more terrifying if we don't even do that. Perfection. Yeah, this is good. No, I like this. Is there any way where we could like cheat the I don't know. Anyway. Let's see what we got here. So many of these we can't actually use because we've got the mask on, but that's okay. Oh, high collar clothing. I want to do something about our body first. So, give me a moment. We need to do something about our appearance. Okay. Material. No need. Shave design. Think we're good. Oh wait, can we have like a little stripe in our hair? Hair dye. Oh damn. Okay. Hold on. Oh damn, we can do this. Okay. Okay. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. You know what? Fuck it. That's what we do. This is what we got. Yeah. This is what we got. Beautiful. Yeah. Okay. Eyes. I don't even think we're gonna take off the helmet at any point, but we're just gonna edit it just in case. Oh, that's a bit scary though. There we go. Better. Accept. Accept. We should put on some music while we do this. Okay. Okay. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Facial hair? Can we even remove the beard? Oh, yeah, we can. Should we have beard or no beard, Dogami? Maybe like a fin beard, you know? I don't know. Oh damn, he looks so naked suddenly. A mustache would be nice, you say? Guess we could try a mustache. One of these fancy ones? Yeah, we wear dog mask anyway, so it's not like it matters too much. Yeah, I think this is good considering we don't actually, you know. Okay, let's see, tattoos. We wanna remove these tattoos because, you know. Ah, we look great. We look wonderful. We want to be completely hairless. At least as much as we can. Have like a dog tattoo. We should have like a big dog tattoo, yeah. Body tattoo, torso. Images. Designs. I don't know, can we upload one? Can we like get one in? Is that possible? Do you guys want to draw a tattoo for my wrestler persona? The buff ink dog one? I mean, I think it should be something like newly drawn, something that's made as a tattoo, you know? Ink dog, like ink face as a tattoo. Yeah. My dog face is a tattoo, we could do that. Custom images. Do not currently have the required image type. Please go to community creations. Okay. Let's see, community creations. God, we look great. You can upload your own via their website. Could you send me that instruction, son Michael? In the meantime, Dog Army, draw me some Dog Army. Draw me some tattoo. Draw me a tattoo I can use if you want. Okay, upper body. Let's just get rid of everything so we can start from scratch. So we start with jacket. So I like the idea of like a business suit or something. Yes. There we go. This is good. Designs. Can we have like a dog on it? Stitch. material. Oh my god. Glitter? Like a glitter suit? Hold on, I had a better idea for a suit. We should go with if we do this one, we can have like glitter. You know? Yeah. Bling bling. We should go over the top after all. Where's pants? All right, it's outside. There we go. Let's go with bottoms. Okay. Is there one that goes specifically with this one? You know what? I don't even think we should have that. We should have like wrestler underwear, right? Should be all glitter, baby. Yeah. Okay. And then shoes. Should have some like really expensive looking shoes. See what we can find. You know what? These are kind of decent. I don't like the little tassels though. Some high. Yes. Oh, these are good. These have the dollar sign on it. On these in glitter. This one in glitter too. Perfect. There we go. What do you think? This is the dog man. He is a hellhound businessman who came up from the depths of hell to make money and cause human suffering because hell was boring. Fire highs? There wasn't really any fire highs, I'm afraid. Maybe, you know what? Maybe we can find some. There's some tights, right? But I don't know if they're like some like knee pads that might help. Oh, socks and stuff. Oh, there we go. Okay. There we go. You guys got your wish. All right. Let's see. Is there any hoodwear? Probably can't really wear any though, because of the mask. No. All right. Think we're more or less done. Beam. Import parts. Let's see if I got any explanation about how to do this. I did not. I think this is good, to be honest. Let's see. Select persona. So what is the... Oh, I mean, obviously. The one we chose, obviously, right? Okay. So that's the ring attire. Is there any way to like copy it over? Selected. Okay, there we go. So this is basically our entrance attire, right? Should we wrestle in something different? Maybe we don't wrestle in the suit, right? Maybe we don't wrestle in the suit. The suit is like our entry. So we wrestle like this probably, right? And we have like a top maybe. We have like an outfit that says the dog man on it. Diesel. Gotta keep the fires, of course. Of course. We do. Hmm. This one's kind of funny though. What do you guys think? This one's kind of funny. What if we... Let me see if we can do this actually. And then... we make this like black, right? I have an idea. Okay. Oh, I want to do like... It won't let me draw. I'll write dog. Can I do that? I guess they have to connect to each other. Can we save this guy? Oh my god. What do you think, Dog Army? Should he be shirtless or does this work? What do you think? Is this good or what? What do you think? Should he be shirtless or should he have this? Maybe shirtless, yeah. I think it's better if he's shirtless. Maybe we can have like a necktie, yeah. Like a neck accessory, right? Let's see what we can figure out. Let's see. Ah, there it is. Actually, maybe let's go with slightly darker. There we go. All right. Perfect. What do you guys think? Is the dog man good enough? The perfect man, you say, yes. I think we've got it. think this is good. I think this is good. Okay. Now we gotta have personal information. Name information. The dog man. Can we? Oh no, we gotta pick one of the ones. Nickname. It's gotta be one, right? Dog. Daddy? Come on. The dog. There we go. There we go. And then can we find Lucius? Let's see. And then Merryweather. Oh wait, that's the second first name. And then last name, what is like Louise? What is like an American version? There was Lucius? No way, there was Lucius? Where was Lucius? Where was it? Down. There. Lucius. Nice. Perfect. And then well, like Lucius, Mad Dog, Merryweather. Can we find Merryweather? Is that a thing we can find? Hey, Son Michael, no worries. How you doing? Lucius, Mad Dog, the Meathead. How about magnificent? How about luscious? Luscious Mad Dog, Mad Dog? Lucius, Mad Dog, Mad Dog? Like the Mad Dog comes twice? The Mad Dog comes twice? Magical Girl? I kind of like the idea of the Mad Dog coming twice. Lucius, Mad Dog, Mad Dog. The dog, Lucius, mad dog, mad dog. I kind of enjoy that. Okay, crowd signs. Respect the director of operation. It's best for business. Let's see, like custom. Like leisure. Dog. Excessive amount of characters. It's okay. They need to be on cardboard. That's right. Color, like in black. Actually, maybe they shouldn't be rotated. They should be like a little bit rotated, like this. There we go. That's it. Okay. Just dog. Just dog. Hometown. Denmark. Is Denmark here? There we go. Denmark. Just have Copenhagen. Okay. Crowd reaction. Boo. Let's have him be I'm pretty perseverant. Very treacherous. Maybe, no, you know what? Super loyal because dog, yeah. I feel like we can be a little cowardly. We're very aggressive though. There's no in between, no. We're very aggressive because we're a dog, you know? Maybe instead of perseverant, we're like desperate. Just to like... What do you guys think? Is this good? What do you think? The one with the highest. If you assign them all 100, the AI breaks a bit. Okay, we wanna. Let's what do we want? We want like an aggressive playstyle, right? So let's not do that. Let's have them all be a little bit less. And then aggressive goes to 100. That's the one that sits at 100. Side plates. Is there one with a dog on it? Money and dog. Money and dog. Let's see. Whatever. Okay. Menu screen pose. I like this one because it's like he's ready to fight. Should the crowd always boo? I feel like the crowd should always boo though. Right? I feel like the crowd should always boo. Like no matter what happens, they should always boo the dog man. Like he's the ultimate heel. Should he be he should be pretty respectful. But I kind of want to make him more treacherous because we're doing a heel turn, right? Yeah. I feel like this is what we're doing. Now we're taking out weight class. So I was told... Oh, was it? I was told. Okay. Apparently it's not really gonna matter, so we'll just keep it like this. So fighting style. What's the fighting style? Okay. Striker. I mean, we gotta go with striker, right? Because like dog punch, right? Okay. So payback. Okay. Poison mist. Spray poison mist in your opponent's eyes. Be careful not to get yourself disqualified. Low blow. Slow your opponents down with a low blow. Show up the competition by stealing their finisher. Iron Jaw immediately recovers from being stunned. Rage. Fill the remainder of your finisher meter to gain your next finish. Okay. Come back. Rage. Fireball. Let's go with Iron Jaw, because it's like pretty basic dog punch, you know? Like Iron Jaw's pretty good. And then for the second one... So, yeah. Oh, we can't use it? Why not? Okay, I guess that those are fine. Arm power is pretty strong. Okay, let me see. I'm supposed to go overall 85. Okay. So we're dogs, so we have high stamina, right? High arm power, high. Okay. Body durability, high. Arm durability, high. Do we have about 85 yet? Let's see. It's 80. Okay. Strength. We want to max out strength, of course. What else should we have? High movement speed and high agility. Oh. High finisher. 84. It's like bits of recovery. That's 85. All right. Then AI attributes, I guess. Okay, AI attributes, we should just make it dog punch like a lot, right? Always towards heavy strike tendency high, light strike tendency low. Running attack tendency high because he's a dog, you know. Yeah, I think that's good. Yeah. Yeah, I think we got him. Okay, so now we gotta... Let's try him out. Can we play a match? Like a show? Let's try him out first. Oh. Didn't let me do it. Oh, okay. Oh, it's because this is under creations. Play. Okay. Match time 1-on-1. Hell in a Cell. The dog, man. And then the enemy is this guy, Roman Reigns. Yeah. All right, let's see them fight. See what's gonna happen. Winnie Winter, thank you for the 8 months. Thank you.
Yeah, now we're talking.
Sorry about that. It triggered some tacos.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Denmark, weighing in at 215 pounds, the dog, Lucius, Mad Dog, Mad Dog.
A matchup like this, it's one that the locker room has wanted to see. It's one that the WWE Universe has wanted to see. It's one that I've been waiting to see, and it's about to go down.
Okay. Everyone's booing. We can't hear the music, unfortunately.
WWE Universe, God mode has just been engaged.
We are truly experiencing greatness on a different level.
It's the guy. Remember him? We watched a video by him.
And his opponent, representing the Bloodline, from Pensacola, Florida, weighing in at 265 pounds, the undisputed WWE Universal Champion, Roman Reigns!
3+ years at the top of WWE for this man. Nobody has been able to defeat the Tribal Chief. A reign of epic proportions. Dozens have tried. Dozens have failed.
Think about this. Hall of Famers, main eventers, crossover stars. None of them have been able to defeat Roman Reigns.
Yeah, we can't hear the music, so it's kind of awkward. It's kind of awkward and quiet because we can't hear the music. He's taking his time. Yeah. The crowd cheer is so awkward. Yeah, because you're meant to listen to this with music, but we don't have music, so it's like it's just quiet, which is pretty funny. The crowd goes wild. It's so awkward. Come on, we need to fight. Yeah, skip this scene. Okay.
And this man with perhaps a make or break match here tonight. He wins against the champ, he writes his own
I have no idea how to
he
play.
Loses, he may well go back to the drawing board.
Oh no.
No two ways about it. It's put up or shut up for this challenger tonight.
And he'll be facing the hand-picked leader of the legendary Anawahi bloodline, Roman Reigns.
Hand-picked but fully earned.
What am I supposed to do?
Diving elbow drop, are you kidding me? Came down like a lead balloon.
He's just
Watch this display of power. You have to question what kind of malintent is behind a power bomb with that much force. Clothesline right to the back of the neck. Roman being the aggressor.
Oh,
And bit by bit, Reigns chipping away at the competition.
Clothesline, so effective.
Oh,
He's
man.
a little off balance. Vicious right forearm. Desperate times call for desperate measures, and in this business, there's no more desperate a time than when you have to face off against Roman Reigns. Absolutely, Cole. It's a dangerous strategy, but I think you have to take the risk of goading and taunting Roman Reigns. You have to outsmart him and bait him into failure. Again, a dangerous strategy.
Oh, we got him. Yes. Oh.
Oh, and Roman fights back. Put her in position now. Targeting the throat there. Speed up.
Man. This is hard.
A kick out before 3. At this
Yeah, dog punch! Dog punch!
Right to the jaw. You can pick up your teeth in section 112. Picking up speed, building, and luck ran out right there. He couldn't finish the job.
No!
Unable to counter. And strikes. Wow.
Every strike more devastating than the last.
Yeah, nut punch. That's a special finisher.
What a kick. He's getting pushed out into the defensive.
And this match is not over yet. Things are only going to get harder from here.
Oh.
Reigns once again redefining hard-hitting offense with that one.
I cannot believe what I'm seeing right now. No one can.
Just gotta hit him with the dog punches. No! Oh. I like the guy goes, come on!
Precarious position for both superstars. Oh, gosh.
Oh, no.
A back suplex right onto the apron.
Roman Reigns saying this is not the WWE universe. This is Roman's universe.
Hoisted up.
Feast your eyes. May have just vanquished Reigns.
He's looking shaky at best now.
And he has just taken an extraordinary amount of abuse.
No!
Launch out to the outside.
Took a massive risk,
man.
but it might have paid off. Woo, well measured.
Roman Reigns so dominant. Guillotine applied. I'm going to tap out here, but it ain't going to matter.
Can still do a lot of damage. Oh, this is just
No.
terrible to watch. He's in so much pain and can't do anything.
And he gets delivered back into the ring.
Reigns in the corner, ready to strike. Spear.
Cut him in half. No coming back from Reigns after that.
No!
Two.
No!
A strong victory.
No!
Here is your winner, Roman Reigns.
It's all over and Reigns stands victorious.
He said he would do it.
Get used to seeing it.
The Roman Empire grows as Reigns continues to conquer his opposition.
Okay. Wonder what it would look like if the AI did it. But I don't know. We gotta upload it. Let me see. I gotta upload the character now. How do I upload it again? Give me a moment, dog gummy. Okay. Is there any way we can change his finisher? Under what? create a moveset? How do we create a moveset? What do you mean by that? Is it in here? Okay, custom moveset. Okay, so standing, run. Heavy attack. Heavy grapple. They all look the same to me. Oh wait. We want this to be a punch, no? Yeah. Yes. No knees, only punches. And then grapple is like... neck breaker. That's a good one. Uh-huh. Light attack. Body punch. Destination punch. Head punch. That's a good one. Neutral, let's see. This one. Okay. Combo chain. What? This one's good. Okay. Combo enders. Okay, we got them. Yeah. Now heavy attack. We don't want any kicks, we just want body punches. Yeah. Just dog punches. I like that one. Stiff punch. That's a good. Light grapple. Neck breaker. That sounds like a good one. T-bone power slam. That sounds like something a dog would do. Northern Light suplex. Oh wait, half Nelson Bulldog. That's a dog one. We gotta do that one. This is a good one. Uh-huh. Gorilla press. Gory bomb. Oh, let's see. What is this one? Nap time? That's a good one. Okay. Then that's a good one. I'm just picking whatever looks fun. Headlock toss, headlock driver, headlock punch. Yeah. Okay, and then we got these ones already. Okay. Sounds good. Heavy attack is not this one because that would imply. That's a good one. Okay, light grapple. That's a good one. Director's cut. Snake bite. unprettier. Okay. That's a good one. Okay. Okay, I think we've oh. Okay. Good catch. Leg caught spine buster. Okay. Boston crab. That one's terrible. Okay. Leverage pin. Schoolboy. Schoolgirl. That one's pretty funky. That's a funny one. Okay. Great. Signatures. It's not really what I want a signature to be. Bulldog. That's a good one. Superman punch. Yeah. Those are good. Ringside. Spin kick? No. Southpaw cross. That's a good one. Yeah. And then finisher. Okay. This one is, yeah, this is a dog punch. That's a good one. Last Dance. Limit break. Okay. Middle rope. Middle rope European uppercut. That's a good one. Ledge. Diving fist drop. That's a good one. What is a flying goat? Okay, we're going with the flying goat. Equipment box. Springboard. We gotta pick all of them, Dog Army. We have to make them all punch related, right? Springboard Bulldog. That's a dog. That's a good one. Arabian Press. Prettiest moonsault ever. I like that. Okay. Shooting star. That's a good one. Okay. Now it's all about holds. A little bit too like elegant, I would say. Yeah, this one is good. Uh-huh. Bow and arrow. cross armbar. Dragon Sleeper, what's that one? Bit too elegant. Mandible Claw. Okay. Alright. Movement. Enter ring. Female in ring. We're gonna use the female enter ring animations to add a little bit of flamboyance. It'll add a bit to it. Yeah, like he's sitting like a dog. Cover it. Kick up his taunt to the crowd. Okay. Those are good. Okay. You found the 900 gigabyte, the 90 gigabytes of mocap. Yeah, that's probably make him a bit festive. Seductive hip shake, yeah. Okay. Top rope. And then one more. One last one. I really want to customize this one. Okay. Yep. To opponent. Oh my god, there's so many. Yeah, why not? Stuff. I like the corrupt gentleman style of whatever is going on. I like those. Let's do those. Those are kind of random, but I like them. How many are there of these? It's kind of crazy. Okay. And then wake up. There's even more. Okay. Weight detection. Okay. I think that's good. Attributes. Okay, we've done those. Save. Now let's try again. How do I make them both? You know, let's just start the match. Let's do a fight.
Are you guys ready?
The following is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring from Denmark, weighing in at 215 pounds, the dog, Lucius Mad Dog.
The tension building for this match is so thick you can cut it with a knife. A lot of drama involved with this one. Get ready to go the distance. Sammy is always ready for the big fight.
I like the moves. Let's just start.
You're looking at a well-traveled superstar who has seen a lot in the ring.
With experience comes confidence. There's nothing you can throw at this competitor that could phase him in the slightest.
He'll be looking to utilize that wisdom in this matchup.
And standing across the ring from him is an incredible competitor in Sami Zayn. When that bell rings and Sammy goes in, he leaves it all in the ring. Sammy lives that DIY ethos. Sami Zayn takes pomp and circumstance and kicks it out the window. Sammy's here to put in the work and take care of business.
Okay, he's re-entering the ring.
Oh, what a right hand!
Sami Zayn, take down.
The coaching clutch!
Only a matter of time before he taps out.
Can Sammy's opponent hang on?
How's he gonna get out of this predicament?
Elbows his way out. Oh, man. He must have seen that coming. Wow, springboard attack.
And Zayn looked rocked.
Dog
If he's got a
punch.
strategy, you might want to think about tapping into it.
He planned for this and could still rally.
And that definitely made solid impact.
Beautiful athleticism.
Oh, costly error there. To the ribs.
Bruising attack to the stomach. Oh, man, a little extra luster behind that kick. Clothesline.
And will this be it? No, kicks out. Wow. Oh, unloading a big kick to the back. His shoulders are down. No, he kicks out.
Doesn't bode well if you still can't get more cover.
Dying a 2 count there.
He clearly has no intention of staying down.
Victory roll.
Oh.
A kick out before the referee can get to 1.
He's nowhere near ready to stop fighting yet. Blue Thunder Bomb. Sammy with a crisp maneuver there. The man is a chess player in the ring, and he just might have pulled a checkmate.
This is not going to be good.
He thinks he has it.
And he manages to kick out in 1.
Still no end in sight here.
That might be it. And the referee stops the count before 2.
Not time to expect victory yet. Watch the knee.
He can do it here. And he kicks out at 2.
He really thought that was it. Boom.
Uh-oh.
Targeting the stomach. Boom. Oh, double axe handle.
Oh, Sami Zayn is just getting the stuffing beaten out of him.
And this is, well, it's not looking good. Sami Zayn needs to dig down.
Quickly the cover. And a kick out.
We'll see if this is the start of a rally.
Oh, timely counter by Zayn. Fisherman suplex, classic.
I gotta get up.
He's got to know he's in harm's way here.
Don't do it! Suicide dive to the outside.
Cole does it better. That's playing fast and loose with your own body.
That is weaponizing your body. That's what that was.
Blue Thunderbomb!
No.
He switches it back around. Oh, that can rock you. Ooh, harsh kick. That'll turn your lights out. Ooh, a knee lift. Oh, what a right.
Man, that's some attitude behind it. And a stop to the gut, too. Oof.
Comes down across the head with the axe handle.
Sammy's like a deer in the headlights here. And they can't beat the count.
What? It's a draw? Aw, man. I think it's because we both stayed outside. Oh, well. Okay. Let's upload our character, I guess. How do we do that again? Can't we? Should be able to. Okay, so let's see. Good night. Good night, everyone. I'm trying to figure out how to upload my character though. Maybe I'll figure that out off screen. I don't really know how to do it right now, but we've got our character saved, so we can do it later. Tomorrow we're doing a skibbity toilet watch along with Alban. Hope you guys are looking forward to that one. You excited for that? We're gonna look into and research. Yeah, anyway. So can you check Cupta and see if we can do Saturday with him instead? Ah, yeah, we can do Saturday. We can do it. We can do it. No problem. Glad to have you back, Mr. Weather. Thank you. Dogs. Well, I guess if we're not doing anything with Alban tomorrow, what should we do instead? We could play more Honkai Star Rail. You want to do that? You want to do something else? What do you want to do, Dog Army? Master Duel. Master Duel is a bit too slow for me. Hong Kong? Outer Wilds. Still gotta finish Outer Wilds. Let's do Honkai Star Rail tomorrow. Why not? You know, I've been doing all my dailies. I've saved up a lot of gems. I have like, I think I have enough for like 25 rolls right now, so we can get Boot Hill when he comes out. It's a good game. It is a good game, Falcon. I think for Master Duel, I prefer to do it with like other VTubers like Hasha and stuff. On its own, it's a bit too slow. Unless you have like a dynamic VTuber body to bounce off of. But as for today, let's go and raid Louis. Yeah? A little tired, still have some work to do, but I'll be back again tomorrow and we'll play some Honkai Star Rail. Yeah? We'll continue the story. Alright, good night everyone. Love you. Bye-bye. Love you, Dog Army. Love you. Bye-bye.